Hi, I'm Wayne Martin
And I'm Freddie Martin.
of Real Estate One, and we're just going to give you a little market update and some statistics about what happened in August and year to date. So, Freddie, what happened in August?
So, market statistics for the greater Shasta County area, August 2025. There were 212 closed transactions, which is up 5% from last year in August. And then, but it was down 8.2% from last month. So it means it's down from July 2025. The inventory is 4.1 months. The average sales price is $425,001.
$1 makes a difference.
Which is up 7.1% from last year. So the values are going up, sold price, and then it's up 2.7% from July of 2025. And the average days in the market are 92 days, which is has been that way for a few years, really.
Yeah, it depends upon whether you're in a lower price range or upper price range. It fluctuates, and we actually do a report that breaks down the market by $50,000 increments, and this is what it looks like. And if you'd like to get some information, just check out our profile, and we'll put you on a little mailing list, and you can get our monthly updates. So let's talk about monthly inventory, 4.1. Now, the average for equilibrium in the marketplace is usually about 6 months of inventory.
Right.
Right, that's correct.
Yeah.
And what we're seeing is it's somewhat, in some areas, a seller's market, and then other areas, it's truly a buyer's market.
It just depends, yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it's just like, it is just Shasta County, it's just like if you're in a rural area or if you're in town, it really makes a huge difference.
We're really seeing some changes in the marketplace, especially this year, this last summer and the last couple of months. We've seen a lot more properties come on the market that are in the rural areas. Mm-hmm. And some of the reasons for that would be buyer insurance. Mm-hmm. A lot of the people that bought out there are now aging baby boomers, and they're moving from the country properties because of maintenance. A lot of them that are farther out, let's say, are moving to town because of medical.
Right.
Because it becomes a big issue. So
we're
seeing a big influx of inventory in those areas especially.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about market statistics year to date. So year to date, we have 1,518 closed transactions, which is down 4% year over year. Year to date, new listings, we have 11% more than we had last year, which is 2,678 listings as of August. The average year-to-date sold price is up 1.6%. So it's approximately $409,331. We got to get that $1 in there. Average days on market for the year is around 91 days. So that's really holding true. But again, that also depends on whether you're selling a $300,000 house or you're selling $1 million house or anything in between.
Yeah.
It's all very different.
And one thing I wanted to say really quickly is I just had this question today from a friend of mine saying, so the rates are 8%, right? And I said, no, and we have that statistic. The average conventional loan rate right now is 6.35%, which is really a good rate, because we were talking about, we can remember when we got loans and we paid 10%.
Oh, yes.
It's just people got used to that 3%, and this is much more of a normal market.
Right.
Rates.
So when we're seeing low rates like 3%, that really means that the economy's in trouble.
Yes.
Desperate trouble. And for the last 10, 15 years, it seems like we've been in desperate ups and down times because of a number of factors. But the average rate now is roughly about 6.5%, and certain lenders can do like an FHA loan down to almost 6%. It all depends, and it depends upon if someone's buying down the rate by prepaying interest, and so that'll drop your rate too.
Yeah.
So if you're working with a lender, there's a lot of different options out there for you. VA, a 30-year VA loan, they're generally running around 5.61 to 6.66, which is kind of an amazing rate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The difference with a VA loan, it's for service members that are eligible and their spouses. So there are some restrictions there. Generally, a VA loan can be a little bit easier to qualify for the veteran or the spouse of the veterans over an FHA loan. But they're both, if you have some decent credit, or even if you don't, you can talk to a local lender. We have a number of lenders that we recommend here locally that can help you really improve your credit, and which will actually really help your rate. So if you want some more information about that, you can reach out to us. Just go down and check out our profile, reach out to us, and we'll give you a hand with that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what's happening with appraisals, because we work with a number of appraisers, and it's been kind of concerning in some ways.
Yeah. Well, because what's happening is that they're seeing that the underwriter is not accepting the appraisal. And when we see that, because Wayne and I have been selling real estate pretty much all of our lives. So when you start to see that, means that they are concerned that values will start to drop, because they don't want to, write a loan on a property, and especially if they're doing like a 3% down or 3.5% down, they're taking a huge risk on the value of the property going down, and then they have to foreclose on the loan, which we are starting to see a little tiny uptick of foreclosures. There's always foreclosures. I used to be a foreclosure officer for a title company, and I don't care when it is, there's always foreclosures. We're just starting to notice just a few more right now.
Just a few more, but
not very
nothing.
Many. Not many. Yeah.
Not many.
Yeah.
Nothing like 2008 and through that period.
Yeah.
Nothing close to that. So, but it is important that, especially for your sellers, to realize that the price from the sugar high of a few years ago, after basically COVID, when they dropped rates to 3% and there was a big demand for housing, that's really cooled off. And so being realistic about sales prices is very important. It's good to get a lot of information. We do a lot of statistical analysis of properties. So if you're interested in that and would like an update on your property, just reach out to us. Again, check out our profile, and we'll be happy to help you. And if you're a buyer and you're thinking about buying, we have a number of people we work with in the lending community that we can help you talk to, get the information you need, and figure out the best route to go as far as purchasing a property. And you don't need large down payments. If you're a veteran, you can get in for as little as $0.
Yeah.
On the right deal, we can make that happen. FHA is 3.5% down.
Yeah.
There's closing costs involved, but a lot of times we can get the seller to contribute or pay them.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind. And if you're doing conventional loans, you can get in for 3%. So anyway, I hope that helps. And again, if you'd like some more information, just reach out to us, and we'll be happy to work with you and get all the information that you need.